Lucas County Rec Center for Northwest Ohio Knights football. Today, the Knights take on the Midwest Rams. Alongside Tom Duncan, I'm Todd Hosteller. Glad you're with us. Well, Tom, as we're in week number 4 this football season, for the Knights, it's been a continual progress of improvement. Most of that improvement's come on the offensive side of the football.
They finally are kicking into all the gears that they need to as far as their offense. They've got Darius Martin at quarterback. He's very mobile, and they have a spread offense. Luke Clemens is very good, and the addition of John Jackson really has made this offense go.
Now, these two teams played just a couple of weeks ago. It was on the road for the Knights, a win for the Rams, but this is a different team because of, in part, the addition of John Jackson to that offense.
They continually got better. They found themselves when John Jackson appeared, because they had Luke Clemens, and it was really the only receiver they have. Now they've got two threats, and that spread offense has made them pretty lethal.
And both teams do have a spread offense, so we should see a wide-open passing game today.
This should be a wide-open passing game. A pretty good field out here at the Rec Center, and so it should be good football here on Saturday night.
We'll get it kicked off. The Northwest Ohio Knights and the Midwest Rams coming up on BCSN.
Come see what's new at the Anderson's Garden Centers.
Federal credit.
Welcome back once again to the Lucas County Rec Center as we get ready for the opening kickoff between the Midwest Rams and the Knights of Northwest Ohio. Along with Tom Duncan, Todd Hosteller. Well, the Knights come in with a 1-2 record, identical to the record for the Rams, the Midwest Rams. But, Tom, as we talked about, this has been an improving team, especially on offense, and we do look to see a lot of high-flying offense out of the Northwest Ohio Knights. And they'll get first look on offense.
The addition of a couple personnel like John Jackson the third has made a big difference on this offense. And sometimes that's all it takes is maybe one or two players. Of course, their offensive giant line has had 3 or 4 games now that we're able to gel. So, you know, that's your natural progression you need, you know, as the season goes on. And consider this, they only had 3 practices in preseason. They only practiced twice a week during the season, so that's not a lot of time.
Back to receive for the Knights as look at the football first. It's going to be Jason Villanueva. Also back with him, Will McCoy and John Jackson Jr. is at the 20-yard line. Should have come short.
Let's go, baby!
It's a low squib kick. Taken by Jackson at the 24-yard line. Flips it backwards to McCoy. McCoy runs into a wall, wrapped up and dropped at the 25-yard line. So after the initial touch, they picked up 1 yard.
Yeah, and Jackson's just got to take the ball at the field because they made 1 yard. Had Jackson taken the ball, he would have probably been up close to the 35-yard line with his momentum. But special teams, that's another thing you don't have much time to work on.
And I would guess when you only have so many practices, special teams is probably the one thing that does fall by the wayside, and yet it's such an important element of the game.
Exactly. That's why you put as many skilled players, and you know, you had Jackson, you had a number of players that are going to play quite a bit of offense tonight. That's why you have them back receiving.
First offensive look for the Knights today as they look to improve their record to 2-2. Spread offense. Luke Clemens, one of the wideouts. John Jackson on the far side. Darius Martin at quarterback. Now we see some shifting as Micah Walker gets into a fullback position. Allow pass. 6-yard pickup as they hit Luke Clemens. Luke Clemens came in as one of the leading wide receivers in the conference.
Luke Clemens, 6'2", 230, and he's got great hands. That's one thing I've noticed over the past years, and we did a game on BCSN like 2 or 3 weeks ago. He had great hands, and he finds a way to catch the football. He's a real competitor once that ball's in the air.
Second down, 4 yards to go to move the chains. Luke Clemens, after that catch, comes off to the sideline.
Got an injury here, so.
We'll take a timeout as well as there's an injury on the field. We are just underway, 14:24 to go. Northwest.
Welcome to the new apply.
Second down, 4 yards to go, and for the Knights, they got that one offensive play, picked up 6 yards quickly, and then because of the injury, it's a long delay, and I got to guess, you just want to get that offense flowing.
You do, and what they did, they lined up in a spread because you're going to see a spread and you're going to see a tight pro set, and they shifted, they went to the tight pro set, looking like it was a run, and then threw a quick hitch to Clemens, and they got, you know, that's a pretty good game. I'd take that every time. You get 6-7 yards.
Tolles is the deep back and the I formation. Pacheco kind of looking like a wing on the right side. And we're going to get offsides called against the Rams as they came across in numbers. They kind of poured across that line.
Well, the bottom line, Todd, the Rams aren't ready. They just got here. They got late, didn't have a chance to warm up. Their adrenaline's not flowing right now, and that's mistakes you're going to make. That's basically someone to go underneath him, and he'll be wide open.
Second down and 10. Pacheco now is going to line up as a wing, looking like a tight end wing, this time on the right side. Rolls out to his right, does Martin. Finds the open receiver. Good hands by Pacheco. Pulls it down.
The one thing we identified a couple weeks ago at UT is Pacheco has good hands. Runs a nice route, but one thing he does, Todd, he makes sure he catches that ball. He brings that ball in. That ball was thrown hard, and nice job. Martin turns his squares up the line of scrimmage, throws a strike into Pacheco. Nice pass by Martin. Nice, a lot of steam on that pass.
Brian Edmonds, a defensive back, almost got a hand on that. So it was also nice accurate passing, pinpoint passing by Darius Martin. Makes it 3rd and 1. Drops back. Here comes the pressure in the pocket. Goes towards the sideline, going deep, and just out of the reach of John Jackson Jr. He was double covered, but he was very close to pulling that one down.
And John Jackson III, he gets back. Nice job stepping up in the pocket, putting the air under the ball. Jackson's got to, in his hands, got to make that catch. He had both this. Yeah, you're right, Todd. He had beaten both the defenders. He's got to make that catch right in his hands. Nice job by Martin to put the ball air under the ball and launch that thing. He's got a nice arm.
All right, so that was a first down. Pacheco did get the first down on that reception, so it's now 2nd down. Almost offsides again by the Rams. There's Tolles. He just gets low, bounces off one defender, keeps pushing those legs, churning forward. They'll get about a yard, maybe 2 yards on that carry, and that was all effort by Eddie Tolles.
Absolutely. Tolles, yards after contact. Look at how he makes contact, gets hit, keeps running, continues. He made all of those 2 yards he earned, and a lesser running back is held for no gain.
He got more bruises than he got yards on that carry.
Yeah, but he's got that low center of gravity. He's only 5'9". At 225, that's a load coming at you. And he's not going to go down with an arm tackle.
Brandon Blackman is in the game. Again from the I formation. On the keeper, Darius Martin. We got a flag down. He's going to try to get the corner. Eludes one tackler, then goes up the sideline. He will have a first down, but it really depends on what the flag is. Nice run by Darius Martin.
Yeah, the flag came from the backside. And it's interesting, but a broken play. Martin did the right thing and just turning up and making the best of it.
Well, from where he's at, it is going to be against the Northwest Ohio Knights, so that nice pickup on the busted play by Darius Martin goes for naught. We'll do it over again. And it's still going to be 3rd down, and now 15 yards to go.
Well, still very manageable to get that first down. And really, you're inside the 50-yard line. You're at the 40-yard line. So you may go through, go 4 downs for your first down. But the one thing you don't want to do, you've had a nice drive so far. So keep your composure, focus, and get this first down. This is a big play on 3rd down. This is going to define whether they get a chance to keep this drive alive.
Both wideouts on the right side of the field. That's Jackson and Clemens. Again from the I formation. Martin drops back, has time. Heads to the sideline. Finds Jackson. He goes up, pulls it down. He's got the first down. Well, it's going to be close to it. We'll see where they actually mark it. Yep, looks like going to move the chain, so a nice job by John Jackson Jr.
Once again, Darius Martin steps in, but this is the John Jackson that I'm familiar with seeing. He goes up. Now you can see why that first time he dropped the ball, he said you got to make the catch. He can make a catch like that. Goes up, sacrifices his body, and makes a nice catch.
That's the 4th first down of this drive for the Knights. Inside the 20-yard line, still working from the I formation. Jackson on the right side, Clemens on the left. Martin, a little confusion in the backfield. Tolles gets it. He's got some running room. Got a blocker, but he got submarined and taken down by Mario Sturdivant. That was a nice stop by Sturdivant because it looked like Tolles was starting to build some momentum.
He was breaking to the outside, but a nice play selection by the Knights. Throwing the ball, kind of setting up the run right now. And give Tolles some opportunity to go to the outside. He made the best of it. He almost got that first down. He got 8 yards. But I like the way they're throwing the ball, passing the ball, kind of keeping the Rams off guard.
2nd down and 2 at the 12-yard line. There's a good look at Eddie Tolles. If Tolles can pick up yards like that, that's such a nice compliment to their very effective passing game.
Well, it wears down the defense after a while. They get tired of tackling Tolles because he's, so short.
There's a screen pass. Jackson tries a juke move and somehow keeps his footing until the 3rd, 4th, and 5th defenders come in and bring him down.
Here we are in the first series, and we talked about in the open key personnel, and that was one of the key personnel was Joe Jackson III. Just a great athlete, out in space, almost he breaks through one tackle, almost breaks through, and the good thing that there were other defenders that closed in on that player. I think Jackson might have broken those tackles.
1st and goal to go from the Knights. They're at point-blank range at the 6-yard line. Again, working from the I formation. Darius Martin under center. Hands it off, first back through, just plowing his way forward, waiting for the call, and it will be a touchdown. And that was the fullback. O'Neal got the touchdown, so they spread the ball around on that first drive and get pay dirt.
Good job of spreading the ball through passing and running. And then when you got a fullback that's 260 pounds on the 6-yard line, that's a good decision to give him the ball. And you know what? If you can run the ball like that, it's going to open up your passing game.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's going to tire out that Rams defense.
Both times they've given to the big fullback, he's picked up 6 yards on each carry. So a very nice opening drive. 5 first downs along the way. They get the touchdown, looking for the extra point.
Well, I think what's important, too, Todd, they had a penalty there, and they overcame that as far as getting the first down. That penalty did not end that drive.
Corey Leeser's going to look to tack on the extra point, make it a 7-0 lead. Another offsides as the special teams a bit over anxious on the defensive line.
Well, if you're the Rams coaches, you've got to say, wake up, guys. We got to get them. You know what they need to do after this score, after this extra point, they need to grab everybody together and say, let's wake up. Because right now, those are mental errors. Now, this isn't going to hurt here much on the extra point, but you can't continue to do that. And as I said, they just got here 15 minutes ago, and that's not much to get ready, but they have to be prepared to play football.
Snap is down. Leeser's kick is up and good. So 7:38 left to go in the first quarter. It's Northwest Ohio Knights on top, 7-0.
Come see what's new at the Anderson's Garden Centers. We scour the country, hand select the very best plants, and test grow them here. Like these new proven winter shrubs for sun or shade. We offer more varieties of shade and fruit trees, ornamentals, exotics, and grasses than anywhere else. Why settle for one kind of maple when we have dozens? And our experts know every plant we sell. It's garden season and we're ready to grow at the Andersons.
At Toledo Christian Schools, we invest in children, the lifeblood of our future. Inspiring achievement, building character, serving others. Where today's scholars become tomorrow's leaders.
See for yourself on our website. Visit ToledoChristian.com.
For families with children entering preschool through high school. Toledo Christian Schools, building strong minds and strong faith.
Welcome back once again as the Rams will see if they got that wake-up call that Tom Duncan was talking about. They're going to go on offense for the first time, and defensively, they didn't really slow down the Knights much at all in that first drive.
Well, that was a nice, you got to give the Knights a lot of credit for their play selection and mixing the pass and the run, using their personnel and taking advantage of a sluggish Rams team.
Well, the Knights came into the conference. They were ranked number 2 in total offense. Both teams still struggling on defense. We saw that with the Rams. They're ranked 8th in the conference. The Knights ranked 9th, so we'll see if they can stop the Rams here in that first drive and get the ball right back into their hands. Corey Leeser again looking to kick off. Back to receive is Lamont Thomas Jr. Leeser gets a nice high kick. Thomas takes it at about the 10-yard line, has a nice block, cuts it to the outside. Can't get past the second wave, though, and he's ridden out of bounds. That's a nice pickup, though, on the kick return as he's up near the 40-yard line. Actually across the 40-yard line, so good starting field position for the Midwest Rams.
Nice return, but the Knights did a nice job of containing, making sure they keep the return inside the field, and a couple blue jerseys there made sure that they're minimal damage on that.
So they will start their own 40-yard line. Quarterback is Lavelle Jackson. We'll see Lamont Thomas, who just had the kick return, working at the running back position, and a whole host of wide receivers. Thomas in the backfield, and the starting fullback is Alan Cephas. Traditional I formation. Second back through, that's Thomas. That was a leg tackle. He got through that, then got through the second tackle, puts his shoulder down, pushes his way up across midfield. First down carry for Lamont Thomas.
Taking a page out of the Knights, running the ball on that first series. Yeah, it's number 4, Anthony Glover. He's got to make that tackle. He's got to square up and make sure he gets his arms wrapped around to try to make a kind of a sideways tackle. It's not going to work. I think Thomas has got a little steam behind him. We don't have their weights, but they're pretty good sized back.
So right back into Knights territory. Well, looks like the offense woke up anyway, Tom.
Well, you know, it's interesting because both teams said they mostly do the spread, but I think the Rams sitting there looking and says, hey, you know, we can run the ball too.
First back through, that's the fullback. He bounces off a few defenders and then rides 2 defenders for about another 5, maybe a 6-yard pickup. That's the fullback, Cephas.
Well, you know, his real name is Alan Best Friend Cephas. That's what he goes by. And his best friends right now are his offensive line because they made a nice hole for him. Cephas did a nice job after contact. Got
well,
some
good
big
buddies are also the defenders for the Knights who are not wrapping them up and doing a lot of hand tackling.
Yeah, that's right.
Right there's some hand tackling.
Yeah, you can't. Each side, you look at Tolles, you look at Robinson, the running backs for the Knights, and now you look at Cephas. You're not going to bring these guys down, and Thomas, you're not going to bring these guys down with arm tackles.
Second down. There's Thomas, cuts back inside, gets low, pick up just a couple of yards. Much better defense on that one, as he was brought down. The stop made by Lewis Smith. Lewis Smith, one of the leading tacklers. Actually, he's number 1 in tackles in the conference, in the Great Lakes Football League.
Lewis Smith, 5'8", 220 out of Start High School. We have a lot of local talent here with the Midwest, or the Northwest Ohio Knights. Of course, you know, you talk about Smith going to Start. You've got quite a few, Larry LP Parker, Scott High School. You got a lot of City League players here.
One more time, baby.
Third down, 3 yards to go as they get close to the 40-yard line of the Knights. Staying in the I formation. Again, Thomas is the deep back. And they just run the ball on every play so far offensively, and they will continue. Nope. On the play action, rolling out is Jackson. He's going to keep it, tuck it away. First down. He's going to the sidelines. 30 up the sidelines near the 20-yard line. And that is about an 18, almost a 20-yard pickup. In fact, it's going to be a 21-yard pickup for the quarterback, Lavelle Jackson, on a very nifty run.
Well, you've got to stay at home. Look at the area that he had run in before you even saw any blue jerseys. Obvious passing situation, 3rd and 4. You're going to throw the ball. Nice bootleg by Jackson, and you know, he just kind of turns the corner and runs right down the field. But you got to be awake if you're on that corner. You're that linebacker or defensive end. You've got to stay at home and be looking for the outside play or the pass.
At the 21-yard line, first down. Offset formation. Jackson, deep drop. He's got some pressure, gets bumped by Thomas, and then he gets dropped for an 18-yard sack. And once again, it's Lewis Smith with the big stop, and that is a huge loss for the Midwest Rams.
Watch Lewis Smith come in. He fights away one defender. He just throws the defender down, then goes right after him. Look at this. He throws the blocker, Thompson to the side, and he's got that sack. That's a big sack for that defense there, because the Rams are starting to move the ball.
Second down and about 18 yards to go for a first down.
Once a guy 5'8", 220, very hard guy to block because he's so short. He's got that low center of gravity. He just lifted that running back up and knocked him out of the way. And he had the quickness to make the tackle.
Back to their more conventional I formation. Thomas is the deep back. One wide out on either side. Jackson, deep drop. He's got pressure coming. Puts it up. He had a hand on his shoulder. That's going to be picked off by the Northwest Ohio Knights at the 15-yard line. And that pickoff was by Eric Robinson. He goes to the sidelines. Check that. That was Lee Heckel, still on his feet, up the sidelines, still on his feet, finally wrestled out of bounds. And it was actually Stephen Howard with the pick.
Well, the one thing that I saw right there was Stephen Howard, that interception. He played the ball. He didn't play the receiver. Now he's got his eye on the ball the whole way in front of the receiver, and he takes off. And once he intercepts that ball, Todd, he knows what to do with it.
And that's about a 50-yard return after the pick by Howard.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing when he intercepts the ball. But again, he plays the ball, and we saw the Knights play 2-3 weeks ago. They got beat on a couple plays because the defensive backs weren't there, but they could call a personal foul.
Yeah, face mask.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to change it. First he said the Knights.
Yeah, I
now
figured.
He's going to say the Rams.
Yeah, it's not likely that the Knights would have a face mask call, but he got it screwed up. But
he's got turned around.
He's got it turned around. But that's huge. All of a sudden they're getting inside the red zone.
Yeah.
Big interception by number 6, Stephen Howard, out of Bolingbrook. And I'm not quite sure where that is, but I've heard of a Bolingbrook, Illinois. But
Stephen will tell you where it's at.
We'll ask Stephen. If Stephen gets one more, we're going to have him come up at halftime. We'll ask him exactly where Bolingbrook is.
Micah Walker, a wide on the right side. Pacheco and Clemens on the left side. Empty backfield as Darius Martin's in the shotgun. Looks to his right. Now he tucks it away, and he gets dropped. Well, he got grabbed in a hurry from behind and thrown for a loss by number 44, whom we don't have.
This is what I saw a couple weeks ago in that spread formation. You can't take a lot of time, especially if you're spreading 4 or 5 receivers. You have no one back there to block. You've got 5 guys up front. The Rams brought more than 5, and they were able to get at the quarterback. If you're going to run that spread offense, you got to get it out of your hands quickly.
That's a sack for a 17-yard loss. Second down and long. He got hit as he throws, and that was broken up. Nice defensive play by Mario Sturdivant. As the intended receiver was John Jackson. He had it in his hands, but it was dislodged by Sturdivant.
Gets Martin, you see the replay, gets the ball out of his hands much quicker than he did the play before. Almost hits in a great play by Sturdivant to break that pass up. Jackson, who we are accustomed to seeing making the circus catches, wasn't able to make that, but good job by Darius Martin getting the ball out of his hand a little bit quicker on that spread offense.
Third down, 17 yards to go. One man in the backfield along with Darius Martin. That's Eric Robinson. Almost getting off sides, and they are going to call. That's the third time the defense has jumped off sides for the Midwest Rams. Oh, they're going to call false start.
And the sad thing about it was on John Jackson the third. He goes on movement, and he took off. He's kind of hitting himself in the head right now, but you can't make it a worse situation. The defense was able to actually get back, but once Jackson moves, there's no coming back.
3rd and 22. So this was a golden opportunity for them. They started this drive off that 50-yard return on the interception. You see the penalties, 2 apiece so far. But they started the 30-yard line of the Midwest Rams, and they've just gone backwards since then.
Right, but they still have, they could possibly salvage this drive if they pick up some ground here.
Pressure from the right side. Martin steps in, works his way outside, finds Jackson along the sidelines. He spins free. Now he looks for a little room. Black jerseys all around him. He gets corralled and finally dropped. He got very close to the original line of scrimmage, but he had to work hard. Now the Rams are saying he fumbled the football, but no officials appear to agree with him. As we see the replay again, good job by Martin to keep the play alive and then hit Jackson on the move.
Watch how he spins out of it, and he tries to go. The farther you go to midfield, to the middle of the field, the more defenders you're going to run into. He's got to be able to take his losses and cut up the field after a couple steps to the inside.
That's somebody just wanting to make something happen, desperately wanting to make something big happen.
Well, they're going to go for it on 4th down, and interesting. Let's see this be an interesting play.
It's 4th and long, 12 yards. Again, Eddie Robinson, or Eric Robinson, is the lone setback. Just off the left hip of Darius Martin. He looks right. Steps up in the pocket, goes across the middle. Pacheco is open. Pacheco, he's got one man to beat. Pacheco gets dropped. But did he get in? And he did. Pacheco hits pay dirt. We see again the great hands of Pacheco, and then he just forced his way to the goal line and dragged the defender with him. Second touchdown. So what was 3rd and 23, they wind up getting a touchdown.
The success of that play, and you mentioned it right away, Robinson was held back as a blocking back. They realize they have to have somebody back there. Robinson makes a key block and lets Martin step up into the ball. So, you know, Pacheco touchdown pass, Darius Martin throws a great ball, but you got to give a lot of credit to Robinson, who made a key block there.
Release is going to look to add on the extra point, make this a 14-0 contest. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's got plenty, and it's good. So we have 32 seconds remaining in this first quarter. It's been all nights. They lead 14-0.
The folks at Ballas are proud to be selling America's fastest growing brand, and we're excited to offer special lease rates on 2 of our most popular fuel-efficient models. This 2011 Buick Regal can class up your driveway for a payment as low as $259 a month, or our fuel-efficient SUV, the GMC Terrain, for as low as $299 a month. Because we're the largest Buick GMC store in the area, we have the best selection and the best deals. We'll stake our reputation on it.
Common misconception that car dealerships charge way too much for factory authorized service. It's time you knew the facts. Fact, Yark Service Centers are your one-stop shop for all your service needs. Fact, the Yark Price Match Guarantee means we'll match or beat any competitor's price. Fact, with over $1 million in parts available, Yark is sure to have the part needed. To schedule your service appointment 24/7, click YarkAuto.com. And that's a fact.
Well, first quarter has been dominated by the offense of the Knights. They lead 14-0, and we'll kick it off. Now, the one drive the Rams did have was a nice-looking drive, just ended in the interception. Thomas had a nice return on his first kickoff. He waits for his blockers, gets turned around, still keeps those legs churning. He'll be up across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's where the second drive will start for the Rams at their own 32-yard line. Well, they have to feel good about their first drive. They hurt that they stopped themselves.
Well, what they did is they got themselves on a 3rd and long, and they kind of threw a pass out of desperate. They had a desperate straits on that 3rd and long. So what they got to do is just keep on what they're doing, stay out of 3rd and long. They were inside the 20-yard line. They just launched one, and there happened to be 2 defenders there. So, yeah, I was impressed with their offense until that 3rd and long.
They start the 32-yard line. They had 2 first downs on their initial drive. Taking a long time to get this first play. Well, the second drive underway.
They showed that they can run the ball, and I think that's what they need to do again at the start of this series. You know, just take your time and run the ball, but they're gonna, yeah, they're in a pro set here now.
Now, Lavelle Jackson still having a conversation with his 2 running backs. It's Cephas, who normally has been the fullback. He's the deep back. as Thomas is the up back. There's the pitch to Cephas. Thomas blocking for him. Cuts it back inside. Has the hole, gets ridden down from behind after a nice pickup. And he was finally stopped by Kyle Williams.
I think that's coming back, though, Todd.
Yep, sure is. Which is unfortunate for the Rams because that was nicely executed.
A lot of times you can tell it's an offensive penalty as soon as the ball is snapped, then the flag goes up. You can tell it's an offensive penalty, and it's a tough break too because that was a very nice run by Cephas. He was able to follow his blockers, and then he's got the strength where when he turns up, he's a hard guy to bring down.
It's going to move it back to inside the 30-yard line. Second down, 15, make it first down, 15 yards to go.
See, little things like this, a nice gain that's called back. You got 5 yards. Now, you may still get that first down, but you're losing that momentum.
It better hurt when we get this playoff. They got 8 seconds left in the first quarter. They're very slow getting set up for the offense. 3 seconds left. I don't think that Lavelle Jackson is aware of it, and he's not, and the clock runs out, so the first quarter comes to a close here at the Lucas County Rec Center, and the Knights, off that Pacheco touchdown, they lead by a score of 14-0.
Online learning at the University of Findlay. We can help you finish your bachelor's degree online while you work, make a career change, complete a master's while you spend time with your family, and have a good time with people you love. At the University of Findlay, we offer higher education that fits your life.
Welcome to class. We'll be discussing Chapter 9 today.
Be engaged wherever you are. Apply today at findlay.edu.
Come see what's new at the Anderson's Garden Centers. We scour the country, hand select the very best plants, and test grow them here, like these new proven winter shrubs for sun or shade. We offer more varieties of shade and fruit trees, ornamentals, exotics, and grasses than anywhere else. Why settle for one kind of maple when we have dozens? And our experts know every plant we sell. It's garden season, and we're ready to grow at the Andersons.
We get ready for the second quarter. The first quarter dominated by the Knights. And right now it's going to be a first down and 15 for the Rams, who, Tom, still don't look like they're quite mentally into this game yet. And here we are in the second quarter. We're seeing a lot of mental breakdowns.
Well, when you go to a game, you come at least an hour and a half before. You get there an hour and a half before. They had 10 minutes to warm up. That's a big difference. And it's a reflection of how they're playing, even though they had a pretty good drive that first time, with the exception of that interception.
Still in the I formation. Lavelle Jackson under center. Makes the pitch to Cephas. He just puts his shoulders down and bulls his way forward for about 3 yards. He's still going to be 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 12.
Cephas does a nice job when he gets the football of going vertical as soon as he sees that hole. And again, he's a short runner. Low center of gravity. Look at that. He goes a little horizontal, but as soon as he sees that hole, he cuts up and gets some pretty good yardage. That was a nice play.
And look who is in on the stop again. Lewis Smith.
Lewis Smith is all over the place, and he's just a mobile guy. Excellent on the run, and then we see him on the pass. He's a good pass rusher as well.
Second down and 12. You would suspect to be a passing situation. The only pass they've had so far resulted in a pick. Fakes the pitch to the deep back. Now he finds Thomas. Stutter step. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Picks up maybe 1 more yard before he is slung backwards. Forward progress is going to get him maybe a half yard in front of the original line of scrimmage.
Number 36, Andy Olvero, out of Bowsher High School. He gets his hands on. Oh no, I take that back. That is Stephen
Howard once again.
Stephen Howard. That's right. I saw the 6. I didn't know if it's a 36 or 06. But Stephen Howard shows that he can do more than intercept a pass. He made a nice tackle. He grabbed on. He made sure that the contain was there, and then he waited for his other defenders to help make that tackle.
Third down and 10. So again, you would suspect this is a passing situation. 2 wideouts on the left side. Now, running back Lamont Thomas comes out as a wideout, as a slot receiver. on the right side. Cephas on the right hip of Jackson. He's got time. Goes across the middle, has a man open, but coming from behind to break it up. In fact, it's going to be picked off on the deflection. And that pickoff was by Andy Olvero. So 2 drives and 2 interceptions.
I knew he was going to make a play. I was just 1 play early. But look at this. He gets it out, but he throws where there's a lot of blue jerseys right down the middle. That's the tip drill by Andy Olvero. And does a nice job. And Olvera, I'm sorry.
So the Knights get the ball back, and once again, they're going to start some good field position at the 44-yard line of the Rams. So for the second possession in a row, they're going to start inside Rams territory.
There's Andy there after a big interception. But Todd, you made a good point. When they were 2nd and long, you said it looks like a passing situation. They needed to throw the ball because it's 3rd down now, and it's too much, to get up. I was very surprised they didn't throw the ball on 2nd and long.
Brad O'Neill is the lone setback along with Darius Martin. Martin 3-step drop. On the comeback move, a little hitch pattern to Pacheco. A little bit too low, down just beneath the knees. Would have been a good pitch if you were pitching, but well, he strike zone for Pacheco.
He wasn't far off on that pass because you have to throw that low. You cannot throw that high. When you're hitching, you throw it low and but he was just a little bit too low on that. Just got to figure that out a little bit more. But that's not a pass you're going to throw high. You're going to throw it low and let that receiver cradle that catch.
2nd and 10, high snap. Martin has time, goes to the left side, looking for Clemens along the sidelines, overthrows him, but he had good coverage as Paul Magby was right there with him. But Clemens had the definite size advantage there.
He had the size advantage, but being a veteran that he is, he ran himself out of that pattern. He ran. Look at this. He's got to run that route. See how he's on the out of bounds? He's got to run that route 3 more yards inside, and then at 6'2", 230, he's going to go after the ball, and chances are he's going to catch it. But he ran himself out of bounds on that one. Even if he catches it, he's out of bounds, and that dictates how that quarterback's going to throw the ball. So if he knows he's going to be in field, that was a pretty good throw. But Clemens, and he's great. He's great out in space, and he catches the ball most of the time. Just got to
You love that in a one-on-one situation. Clemens against a much shorter defender. That's a good mismatch. 3rd and 10. Martin steps up in the pocket. A little wobble on that. It goes off the hand of Pacheco and almost ricochets into a defender. Making a diving effort was Marcus Sturdivant. That's going to bring up 4th down, though. And Corey Leeser is in. Looks like he'll be ready to punt. As you can see, that's off the hands of Pacheco, so 3 passes.
But now they're calling Leeser off the field. Yep. They're going to go for it. Well, you know what? You're up by 2. You're up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You're inside the 50-yard line.
And you had a 4th and 12 last time. You got a touchdown.
You converted. Yeah, you got 4th and 10. They've got a lot of confidence going for them right now.
But if you don't make it, you're giving good field position.
You're giving good field position. But as I said, maybe they're thinking, hey, 2 touchdowns, we can gamble.
There's a lot of exchanging of footballs going on right now.
Well, they threw the ball in to the punting ball, and then they realized they weren't going to punt the ball, so they threw the passing ball back.
4th and 10. Martin looking to his right. Now he steps up into the pocket. He looks for a block, calls out the blocker. Nice job to get the block. He's got the first down to the 30-yard line, and then it's taken away. On the takeaway is Sturdivant. Sturdivant down the sideline. No one's going to come close to him, and Sturdivant gets the touchdown right in the corner. And Sturdivant took that one away. That was a 1st down run by Darius Martin, and then he just lost the football. And look at this block that set it up.
It's back by Robinson. There's number 4. Boom, boom. Robinson just gets the ball. Clean hit all the way. Clean hit.
He just took it right out of his hands.
Takes it out of his hands. You got to be focused, especially the quarterback. Once he has the 1st down, he needs to hit the dirt and go and start the play all over. Let's see this takeaway. Here it is. He's got it. First of all, he's got to take care of the ball. But a great job by Sturdivant. Hey, I want that ball a little bit more than you do.
Shouldn't he have changed arms? I mean, he's
first of all, he was open. Yeah, he had it open. He's got to protect the ball with both hands once he gets contact.
But he's right with his right shoulder, making contact with his right shoulder. He still has the ball there. Why not move it on the outside arm?
Right, exactly. But here's the other thing with a quarterback that once you get the first down, hit the ground.
Yes, that's true.
We can't afford you to get hurt. So
we got a timeout, 14-6, with the extra point upcoming on BCSN.
We love you, alma mater.
We always will be true.
With Mary Ever Guarding.
Your doors with mantle blue.
We're thankful for your light so bright.
That helps us on our way.
Your spirit leads us onward.
With banners red and gray.
We'll cherish you forever.
And love you, Central High.
All praise to you, our mother.
We love you!
And love you.
And love you. And love you.
And love you.
We love you, Central High.
Find hot deals during the Menards Summer Sale. For a beautiful look that stays clean, choose Dutch Boy DuraClean paint. It features superior one-coat self-priming coverage. Interior flat or ceiling paint is $17.98 a gallon. 5-gallon pails are also on sale. Save big with Geldwin windows and patio doors. Some feature Lowy insulated glass and are Energy Star rated. All special order Geldwin windows and patio doors are 16% off and may qualify for an energy tax credit.
Save big money at Menards.
Rather lengthy timeout for the injury. It's been a long time since the Rams have scored their touchdown. And Tom, you made a good point as we were in that break. Is here the Rams came, they didn't have much time to get mentally ready because they were late anyway. And now they have almost a half-hour break after their touchdown to their extra point. It's just hard for them to get any kind of a flow.
Well, and their touchdown was on a defensive play.
Yes.
So their offense didn't score it. So, yeah, they've got to be way out of sync right now.
Thomas is the holder. Edmonds, that was a bad snap, and I don't know if it was a design play or not. He's going to try for the two-point play, looking for the corner. Got the pylon and the 2 points. I don't know if it was designed or not, but it gets 2 points. So that's going to make it 14-8. This is the play that got them their touchdown. We've got 12 minutes left to go in the half. It is 14-8. Knights in the lead.
Where can you get the most highly recommended bed in America? Why, Banner Mattress and Furniture, of course. Tempur-Pedic mattresses promote undisturbed, deep, and rejuvenating sleep. And nobody can sell Tempur-Pedic for less than Banner. Instantly soft where you want it and firm where you need it. A Tempur-Pedic mattress from Banner can give you the quality sleep you deserve. So try the mattress recommended by over 25,000 healthcare professionals worldwide at Banner Mattress and Furniture, your Tempur-Pedic superstore.
Want a better way to track what you spend? PNC Virtual Wallet now comes with Spending Zone. It organizes all your spending, including your PNC debit card, credit card, and your bills. So you can view them by category or by month. You can set a budget, and it'll even alert you when you're getting close to the amount you've set and when you've gone over. Spending Zone is built to help you keep better track of your spending. Experience everything Virtual Wallet has to offer at pncvirtualwallet.com. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you.
After 2-point conversion, we have a brand new football game as now just a 6-point lead by the Knights. They get the ball back with plenty of time in the second quarter. But Tom, how quickly events change because the Knights had the 14-0 lead. On 4th down, they picked up the first down. Then on the end of the play, the fumble to return for a touchdown. Instead of 21-0 or even 17-0, now all of a sudden it's 14-8.
Well, you had the situation where Martin had the first down, but it'll be interesting to see both. Let's see what both teams do after this long break.
Jackson picks it up. He just spurts right through the middle, and that's a nice return up across the 40. Never got a lot of momentum going, but he picked up good yardage on the kick return. And up near the 45-yard line is where the Knights will start their 4th drive.
Well, Jackson's at least 6'2", and he's got a long flowing gait about him, so he covers a lot of ground in minimal strides there because they're so long, and he doesn't have to take many steps. He just gets twice as far as anyone else is going. Yeah, this will be for both teams. Let's see what kind of 30-minute delay, what they're going to do after this.
Eric Robinson is the deep back. Brad O'Neill, the fullback. Darius Martin back under center. And they pack the box full. Robinson finds a little opening. Almost got away, but the ankle tackle by Marcus Sturdivant. Well, the Sturdivant brothers have been coming up big defensively for the Rams today.
They've made some big plays, but I think it's wise to start out your series with a running play right up the middle. Gain some confidence, gain some cohesiveness on that offense, and then start throwing the ball in a little way. They've been I think the Knights have been very successful running the football. And I think Tolles, I think we lost Tolles.
Yeah, he was on the bench earlier.
He was on the bench with his...
I think he's actually on the bench with his jersey off, so it looks like his day is done.
It looks like Robinson, who's a very seasoned runner.
He takes that pitch, tries to cut back in. He eludes one tackler and gets swarmed under. One defender going low. That was Sturdivant. Another high. They bring him down. After about a 2-yard pickup, it's going to be third and about 4.
We talked earlier before the game. There's not good footing in that middle there. You see how the dust is starting to come up. It's like a clover in that, and so there's not going to be real good footing in between the hashes.
Yeah, as you were talking about, looks nice from where we're standing now.
Looks nice, but when you get there, there's no grass. There's just clover leaf or some kind of clover. Not 4-leaf clovers, unfortunately.
Third down from the I formation. Looking for the screen left, then he comes back the other way, finds Pacheco. He's got the first down, still picking up yardage at the 30. It takes 4 defenders to bring him down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. You need a clutch play. Pacheco is your out player. Get out of trouble receiver.
Darius Martin does a nice job of selling the hitch. Look, he fakes that, and then he comes back, finds a wide open Pacheco, and all he's got to do is throw the ball about 7 or 8 yards, and there's Pacheco wide open. Nice job by Darius Miller showing the fake the hitch.
Go, Jack, go! There's on the screenplay, John Jackson, flag comes down. Ball's loose once again. We'll wait for the call, but it looks like the Rams may have gotten it, but we have a flag on the play also.
We got a horse collar tackle, and that's what they're going to call it. Oh, wait.
But it is going to be a fumble picked up by the Rams.
Okay, so the flag, the person who threw the flag is also saying the Rams have the ball, but I thought there was a horse collar tackle.
Well, it looked like a horse collar.
Yeah.
And the flag came out right away. But you see John Jackson Jr. lost the football.
He lost the football.
Right along the sideline, and it was picked up by the Rams.
We'll see what they're doing now. They're moving. Look at now. They're reviewing this.
Well, the officials conferring to make sure. Well, it's gathering the entire Rams.
Well, the one thing about it, the Rams are doing a great job of standing up the runner and stripping the ball.
Yes.
And looks like the Rams.
Well, now the officials move away from the pack of Rams to converse amongst themselves. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, this is another.
Well, let's see the replay. See, right there was the horse collar, and then as soon as he did that, the flag went down, and then they fumble. But regardless of the fumble,
the flag is still on the ground. No one has picked up the flag.
Regardless of the fumble, if it's a horse collar tackle, it goes back to the offense. But they just stripped it, and they're doing a good job of stripping the ball out of the Knights.
But here again, we have yet another lengthy delay in this game, which has to make it difficult for both of these teams to get into any kind of a flow. There's no continuity.
You have to, that's why you want to, if you're marching the ball and you're getting some good drives, you're in and out of the huddle quick. You just want to keep that momentum going, that rhythm. And in this situation, here we are, another 3 or 4 minute delay just to talk about the play.
And still no decision yet. But it does seem self-evident. Yes, clearly it was a fumble. Clearly the Rams got it back, but also clearly one of the officials saw the horse collar because the flag came out right away. So again, you would think that the ball would come back to the offense.
Well, another thing, I wouldn't think they'd be talking this long. There's one or the other. It was either a horse collar. It was a fumble, but if it was a horse collar tackle and he called it that, and that's the flag went as soon as that horse collar tackle was made. Then the ball goes back to the offense. Now, if it's not, where was the penalty? If not, then it's the Rams' ball because they recovered it.
All right, just for your information, as you look on your screen, you can see 59. He's just right there in the middle of his two officials.
He is a board member.
That's Thomas Brown. This is rather interesting. We were talking to him. You see him walking towards the officials, and we were trying to find, well, who's the head coach of the Midwest Rams? And he said, well, we
don't have a head coach.
There's the board. There's no head coach.
No, he said we only have assistants, and I said, who makes the calls? He says, the board.
Who's the board? And he said there's three of them, he being one of them.
So since he's on offense, he might make the calls.
But it does make you wonder when it comes to critical times if you don't have that one lone voice that is the final ultimate authority.
And you've got to have one person that's going to make the call on that. And, that's an experiment. This is the first year they went that way.
And this is their first year as a team also.
I've seen some all-star games where you have an offensive coach and a defensive coach, but they still, one guy makes the calls, fourth and short and the tight games, things like that. There's always going to be that one guy.
Well, Mike Trademark Brown has his answer.
Well, here we go.
Back to the sidelines.
The answer is that it was a horse collar. And I don't know why they would take that long, because they
could have come up here and asked you. We could have this all cleared up.
No, but I'll tell you, the horse collar, and it's got to be from the mark.
But it looked like the same official who threw the flag for the horse collar.
No, wait a minute. They're going the other way. Wait a minute.
Well, okay, this doesn't make any sense because now it looks like the flag. Why would you bring the ball way out here? Did he return it that far? No, he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds on the fumble back by the 15-yard line.
Wow.
So this makes it appear as though the penalty was against.
They're actually looks
the
like
Knights, but why would that not be waved off? All right, so it's the Knights offense, but why are they back?
If it was horse collar, it'd be 15 from the point.
Well, regardless, for the Knights, the good news is they still have the
Knights have the ball. We know that much. And they have the
first down at the 27-yard line. High formation, play action, going to left side, double coverage to Clemens, touchdown against double coverage. That's the height advantage we were talking about.
And that's the Luke Clemens that goes after the ball, fights off the, at 6'2", 230, but he's a great athlete and he's got strong hands. Watch this. Martin gets the ball off quick, but look at Martin. Look at Clemens goes. He fights him, catches that ball, all hands.
Well, and both defenders, two defenders on him, and he got past both of them, got beyond both those defenders.
Yeah, the defenders, they're not a match for Clemens when they get in space like that, and that's what you have to continue to do. Throw him hitches, throw him little passes, and let him work with the ball. 9 times out of 10, Todd, he's going to come away with the ball. Or 10 times out of 10 right now, it seems like.
Leaser's back in to try the extra point.
Well, there again, great call on first down. Get your team off guard. Your 5-minute delay.
High snap. It's down. Leaser's kick is good, but a flag is down as well. We'll wait and see what this flag is. He's going to pick up the flag. So the point is good. 9:35 left to go in this first half. On the 27-yard touchdown strike to Clemens, it's now a big lead, 21-8. Knights.
The all-new Chrysler 200 for only $200 a month, and that zero down, sign and drive. That's right. Save more at the Monroe Superstore when you enjoy the all-new Chrysler 200 imported from Detroit for only $200 a month. Let's review the facts. Enjoy 31 miles per gallon. Enjoy your first 4 oil changes at no charge. Only $200 a month. Leave your checkbook at home at zero down, sign and drive. And this deal is for everyone. Check out all the great deals at MonroeDodge.com.
Independence Day celebrates freedom.
But it also celebrates the people who keep us free. The Blades Heroes Run honors our local military. Saturday, July 2nd in downtown Toledo. Proceeds help support current and former service members and their families. You can sign up online or at any Dave's running shop. Not a runner? Well, come on down and be a cheerleader. Then stick around for the free afterglow party. Go the distance for our local heroes. Take part in the first annual Heroes Run.
Presented by Taylor Automotive Family and Owens Community College.
Down, the Rams will get the football back. So far, all of their points have come from the defense. They're looking to get the offense going. But you look at the Rams offense, on their one real drive that they had, they actually moved the ball pretty well until the interception stopped it.
Well, yeah, the interception stopped it. They were inside the 20-yard line. They were marching, but they got themselves into one 3rd and long situation where they were running the ball well, passing it, 3rd and very manageable yard. This one was like a 3rd and 12. Tried to stretch the field, couldn't do it. But the Rams got to be disappointed right now because they haven't played a lot of offense in this whole first half.
That's true. And on both their drives, they both ended in interceptions. Here's Cephas looking for some blocking. Runs right into his blocker, still comes out of the pack, bouncing off players. He's just pinballing his way up to the 26-yard line. And the Rams will start their 3rd possession at their own 26-yard line with 9:23 left to go in the half.
Well, if you're the Midwest Rams, you've got to say, the important thing is for us to score here, no matter if we run the ball or pass the ball, but we can't be in a hurry. We cannot be in a hurry and try to get back into this game because if they score here, they're 1 score down. So they got to relax and say, hey, this has been a crazy first half. The delay of the game, the injury, a half foul. Yeah,
it's been like 45 minutes, if not more, since this offense has played on the field.
So that's what I'm saying. When the offensive mentality says, let's not worry about anything. Let's just score. Let's not hurry up and score, but let's just play the football that we're capable of playing. And sometimes you get caught up in the game and it makes you play, out of sorts.
Jackson under center. Here comes the rush. They flip it off to Thomas. Nice cut. Finds the hole. Scorched through. First down and more. Uses his shoulder. Still rumbling on the sidelines. Taken out across midfield at about the 45-yard line. So a nifty run by Thomas. That's good for almost 30 yards.
Well, Thomas found it. Watch Thomas find a seam. Finds a seam. He knows he can't get to the outside, but he kind of cuts back in, and there's no pursuit from the backside. And allows him a very nice run, but he realized he couldn't go to the outside. Cuts it back in, sees a little crease, and does a nice job. And you know what? Right now, they're running the ball pretty well. If I were the Rams, I'd keep the ball on the ground until the Knights have stopped.
29-yard run by Lamont Thomas. No breather for Thomas. Back in the I formation as the deep back. One wide on either side. Here comes the pressure again. Just right up the middle goes Jackson. He gets ridden down from behind. And the ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Knights off the fumble. So once again, it's a drive that has the makings of a good drive for the Rams, but a turnover ends it. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
It all starts on the snap. He fumbles the snap, and instead of falling on the ball, he tries to pick it up and tries to get some yards. That is
cardinal sin.
Well, it's a cardinal sin. It's just you're going to fumble it because you got bodies coming from all different directions.
Isaac Saxby.
Isaac Saxby
picks it up.
You know what? A couple weeks ago we did his game, and they had him listed at 300 pounds. He goes, that is not. I only weigh 2.